be my guest. Thank you all for coming out. We have men's soccer and women's soccer. We'll be doing the ladies' awards first. My name is Jonas Crawford. If you don't know, I'm the athletic director here, and I'm happy to see most everybody here. We will, like I said, start with the ladies' awards first. Just a little overview. The ladies, I think we finished 4th in the conference. Not the goal of winning the conference. However, they certainly won in the classroom, a great GPA, and I expect everybody to graduate and move on. I know that Coach Bill and Coach Mark did an excellent job above and beyond. A little round of applause for Coach Bill. Put in a ton of time. I know most everybody had already met with them after the season was over. I'm sure they talked to you about what they expect going forward. And without further ado, let me get Coach Bill Propster up to present the awards.
All right, so I'm recovering from a slight cold, so hopefully everybody can hear me and understand what I'm saying, and I won't sniffle and cough too much. But just want to quickly talk about the season, and want to also thank, first of all, Jonas and Carol for having us be the coaches here. It's something I look forward to coming to the school every day and working here. It's an honor, and so thank you for having the program and having us here. And I want to thank Coach Mark for being my assistant. Mark works hard and really cares about the team and the players and everything we're trying to build here. Is, you know, we're trying to make it so it's more than just about winning soccer games, and it's more than just about, you know, winning the league or whatever, but it's about building a program, something that we're all proud of, and having somebody like Mark there who cares so much about it makes my job a lot easier. So I want to thank Mark. And Coach Salazar is not here, so I won't talk too much about him, but he's a great help to the program. He loves it, helps a lot with recruiting, works out with the goalkeepers, makes a huge difference, I think, in the goalkeeper's development. And we really appreciate him coming out. He spends a lot of time and doesn't get paid for doing it, so we appreciate it. All right, we'll talk about the season. We started, as far as I'm concerned, the season starts as soon as the previous season ends. And last year we had a group of girls that saw the freshmen that were returning for this year in the PE class, worked hard, I think had a lot of fun, and at the end of the spring class last year, I was glad that the last day had finally come. And Mark and I have talked about it because I thought they were so fast and so much more skillful and explosive that somebody was going to get hurt. And of course, Brittany in the last 5 minutes before it was going to end falls down and hurts herself with her hamstring. I guess it was her hamstring. She's wondering if it was her ACL. But they had worked so hard to get to that point. I think they were all the fastest they had ever been, the most skillful they had ever been, confident players. We take a long break and we get back, and we got to get ready for the season. I think we had really high expectations of how we were going to do. And I think as the season went along, we kind of that was on our backs the whole time. But I want to talk about what I think the positive things from the season. How much fun it was for me. And the first thing we did this year at the start of the season, we had the Midnight Madness. We do have video, and at some point Coach Mark will make a video, get it out to everybody, the Midnight Madness. But we had the very first time we could practice at 12:01, we started playing futsal in there, and I think it was like the best thing ever. It's the first annual, we're going to keep doing it. Everybody tells me they loved it. It was a lot of fun. And just a way to get things started off in the right way. Then we had our team party, which was a few days later. We meet in there, everybody's got to do their skits for their lip syncing and everything, and I can talk about a lot of different things. A couple of the things I remember was, first of all, Tylee, I still don't know how she got her hair up that high. Something about having a bottle, I don't know how you do that, bottle underneath her hair. It's kind of cool. And then there was, I think, Ruby and dancing, I think Summer, were some of the highlights there. And then it took a long time. Everybody talks about the most fun things were the van rides. We didn't have a van ride until I think it was our 8th game of the season. So finally we drive out to Compton and have a good time, and then everybody's psyched up. The next game is at Hancock, I believe. We're riding there, we got 3 vans going. I drive one, Mark drives one, Hector gets the other one. We stop off halfway up there in Santa Maria, we get out, and I pull up, then Mark pulls up, and then here comes this other band, and the music is blasting. Bouncing around, everybody's dancing. Poor Hector is just sitting there. It's like, I think he had a smile on his face, and I think deep down he really enjoyed it. You guys apologize to him, but...
Did we apologize?
No, I don't know. Somebody said they felt sorry for him. But
oh no, I felt sorry for him.
it was a lot of fun. I think he liked it. You should apologize if you didn't. But that's the way it was. It was a lot of fun to be around. And we went up and we had some great games. I think at Santa Barbara we tied 1-1 at Santa Barbara. A few people were injured. It was a great, we seemed to play great under the lights at night. Some things, I don't know if everybody knows this, we played 4 teams that made the playoffs this year. We tied 2 of them and we lost 1-0 to the other 2. Very close games. That was a level that we could get to. I think we get up, some injuries that set us back. I think if everybody's healthy for the whole time, we probably make the playoffs. Let's see. Another thing I want to talk about is we have this group of sophomores. This is the group that Coach Mark and I, the first group that we actually kind of went out and recruited. The girls that were sophomores last year, we kind of inherited. This group, you guys did a lot. I just want to make sure I get that out here, that you did a lot for the program. You've improved a lot while you were here, but I think you set an example for everybody else of what it should be like, or can be like. Great athletes as a group. Sophomores, I think the GPA is well over 3.5. All going to go off and represent us as well, but they're the type of things that the school wants. I think when I was here, the first year we're always struggling, who's not going to be eligible? Which half of our team is not going to be eligible? And here, I don't know that we had anybody that wasn't eligible because of grades. It's a lot easier for us to have good students. So it's all good athletes, a great group of but the thing I want to remember, it's a lot of fun. And I wouldn't come out here and coach if I didn't enjoy it. So here we are laughing. And he's going to cry now.
Oh, no, I don't
All right. Yeah, so that's it. So what we're going to do now is talk about the players and the call individually. So we'll start off with the freshmen. Coach Mark can come up here and help me pass these things out. So we're going to go alphabetically. Freshmen. All right, so first one, this is Carla Ambry. So Carla, come on up. Come on up, Carla.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're down here. Carla goes down, we're going to talk about you for a little bit. So Carla is, first of all, she plays as a defender. We started off, she's right back, left back, and then center back. But they kind of, once we finally moved her to center back, excuse me, the kind of, when our season started turning around, things started shutting teams down. She is, obviously got great size, long legs, but she's a great 1v1 defender. She knows when to step in. I think she wins every tackle she's involved in. which is also huge for a center back. But the thing I don't think about, she's got a great personality. She always seems to be smiling. Where it is, so we had a great season for us. Now, what's I say? It's the meeting. So we got everybody, ladies. You're all going to get one of these tonight. Sweatshirt with our logo on there. So this is how we get one. You get a certificate. Well, alphabetically. So the next one is Heather Brooks. Heather, come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Heather, sit down. It's Tina.
Good one, Bill.
Tina, envelopes goes before work. Tina is a sophomore academically, right? And a freshman eligibility-wise. Came out in the summer class, hadn't played probably for about a year or so. And the first day we're playing, and all of a sudden somebody hits this, it was like a howitzer or something, this cannon, and the ball just goes flying in the back of the net. And that was Tina. Who is that? It's Tina. So something she did kind of consistently throughout the season in practice. She has a great understanding of the game, knows how to play, knows where to be. She knows that she has the camera. And she's proud of it. And as the season went along, she would always finish out whatever sprints we were doing. I was very proud of her with her work ethic. I think she's chosen not to play next year. We'll see what happens after that. But we love to have her there. She's a great teammate. And that's Tina. So thanks for playing. We want you to win that. Be loud and proud of it. All right, next one. Now Heather Brooks, come on down. All right, so Heather is what are you, junior academic? A junior academically, so the first year she goes to, for some reason, Moore Park, and thank God doesn't play there, and has some injuries and different things happen, but she's here, and we're really glad to have her. So Heather comes out, you know, is a tremendous soccer player, has a soccer brain. She can do a lot of different things. She's skillful, she can finish, she can hold the ball. You know, did a lot for us. I think, but one of the things I'm always going to remember is she loves to do the insanity workout. Right? We work out hard, it's a tough workout. Heather's after she's like walking around. So that's Heather. She has also a great laugh and a great personality. Really glad that she played. And I was glad to get to know her, so thanks for coming out. All right, is Marissa here? Freshman. Yeah, that's it. Come on. All right, so Kim is a player who came last year, had some knee issues apparently from high school or even before, I'm not sure. But worked hard to get healthy and come back out. She comes out during the season and really was playing well, and all of a sudden there's an injury to the other knee, I think, right? We were worried about one, and then it's the other one. Apparently, she doesn't have an ACL in the other knee. That's completely torn. But here, I don't know how you're able to do that. How are you able to train, get healthy, and not have an ACL. It's beyond me, but she's able to do it. And played in one game. She's going to get redshirted, and she'll get that year back. But looking forward to having her finally get healthy. She's going to have surgery in January and have her, what was supposedly the good knee is going to be repaired. She's going to have a half an ACL on the other. We'll see how that goes. But again, we're glad you're here. We're looking forward to finally having you healthy next year. Right? Right? All right. Next one, Angela Morgan. All right, Angela, come on. Where's Angela? She was here. Oh, she was on time. All right, so there's Angela. Put her on the spot here. So Angela, I know her sisters. Angela's middle sister, I guess. I don't know how many you have. I know 2 of your sisters.
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest, so how many are there altogether?
6.
6. Okay, so I know the one right above you and the one above her. Okay, so coached them, great players. I see Angela, I didn't even know there was another one. And watching Angela play for high school team last year, she's fast. All right, who is that? Oh, it's Angela Morgan, and I know her sister's great. We talked to her, and she decides to play. Angela is very fast. She's got great agility. I think she does. I don't think she knows this about herself. Has a great awareness in the soccer field. Very aware of everybody else and where the ball should go. I don't think she knows how good she can be or will be. I'm trying to convince her of that. But had a great season for us. Actually, came in a lot of games. I remember at Santa Barbara, it was phenomenal. At VC, so the big games played great. And I thought I had a great season. Scored a goal against, who was it?
I don't remember.
Leicester or somebody, right? Kind of on the end, put her head in there and scored. And she has a great personality. So, glad you played and looking forward to next year. Okay, next one is Mackenzie Ring. So Mackenzie, come on down. Stand up here and take the punishment. All right. So Mackenzie is a little special to me because she played at Westlake High School. She's from Westlake. I coached for the boys there. And I didn't know her real well at Westlake. I knew who she was. I actually had a great conversation with her. I was assistant coach for a playoff game, or games, I don't know, it was just one game, I guess. And talked to Mackenzie a lot on the bus ride down there. And I thought she was a pretty cool person. I like talking to her. It's a good conversation. And then, so I'm coaching here, and I get David Barra, I think, tells me, by the way, there's somebody that might want to play Mackenzie Ring. I'm like, really? Give me your number. We talk a little bit. I don't know. I think that Coach Mark might have talked with you. And anyhow, Mackenzie decides to play. So last spring, she's in the class. She comes in, and you know, when was the last time you played prior to that? 2 years. 2 years. So, you know, 2 years is a long time if you hadn't played soccer. You know, she works hard to get back in shape, and really, I thought did a tremendous job. She's got a great personality.
Oh, yeah.
She is a phenomenal student. She's working, I don't know, do you work full time? No. No? But there are times where she's like not available because she's got this job. She works for a magazine, and she's editor, is that right? Assistant editor. I mean, how many people in college play soccer, assistant editor to a magazine, right? Can handle all that. And so she did great. She's obviously a great soccer player, very aware of what's going on the field, very skillful, knows what should happen, great shot. I was really happy to have her play. Just because I like her a lot, and she really helped us out. I hope you had a great experience. And so tell us, where have you applied to go to school? I like to listen.
I
Like all the UCs.
All the UCs, so Berkeley, UCLA, she's going to go someplace, some UC school. She's a great student, and she's going to do really well there. So thanks for playing. Okay, next one is Nana, Indiana Rios. All right, so I'm getting the word from the boss, and I got to speed it up, so I'll try to go a little bit faster. But so Nana, I don't know how many. Nana's a sophomore, eligibility-wise, was injured, had a lot of injuries in high school. Wanted to play the previous year, hurt her knee right at the end of the summer. Worked hard to get in shape, and Nana told me before the season started she just wanted to prove to everybody that she could play.
Aww.
Just wanted to prove to everybody that you could play. People had doubted her, I guess. And so the first game, what's the score? It's 2-1 or 2-0. I don't remember what it is. The ball comes bouncing to her. She's in there and hits the goal of the season. Rocket volley, dipping right in the upper corner. It's on video. We'll have it there at some point for you. So she definitely proved to everyone that she could do it. Now she's got more stuff to go through. Great job. Is Paulina here? Let's go with Ruby. Ruby Saldana. What is he going to say about me? All right, so Ruby is obviously, it's Annie's sister. Wherever it is, so she comes in, and they play nothing alike, if anybody's ever seen it, right? There's a defender, there's an attacker, you know, Annie's this dribbler likes to take it on. Ruby, the only thing you gotta know about Ruby is you better have your shin guards on. Right? She is a tough defender. I thought it was phenomenal this year. He worked hard, just getting better and better. And, great games against the best competition. Plays against Santa Barbara, one of the leading scorers in the league. You know, we tied 1-1. It's an awesome job. So they did great this year. Okay. Summer? Is Summer here? Summer, Sandy, come on. Really tall, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So Summer is another sophomore, grade-wise or academically, freshman for us. I think, and she doesn't always know this, I don't think, but she has got great technique. Can pretty much demonstrate anything. Strikes the ball well with both feet, inside drive, right-footed, left-footed, doesn't matter. Multi-talented. What's that? Can't hear? Multi-talented. Does some modeling on the side. Right? Maybe some singing, I don't know. So I got to hurry, but I thought you did a great job. You know, she may not play next year. If you want to go, hope you do. Think about it. You know, there's so much things. Good job. Kylie Tapia. I think they're all waiting. All right, what's he going to say? So Tylee is a great player. Very skillful, can play with both feet. Every once in a while, I know you got to let yourself come out, right? We talked about that a little bit. But I'm looking forward to next year. I want to see I think you're going to be that person. Let it out a little bit. Kylie can strike the ball with both feet. She's fast. When she gets angry, she's pretty tough, right? Somebody found that out on one of the teams. Somebody got a yellow card. I think it was our only yellow card of the season. Who would have thought? But great job. Looking forward to next year. And thank you, Glenn. Is Maria Victoria here? Yes. Come on, Maria.
Hey, Bill, you forgot Emily.
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
Emily. So here we go, Maria. So Maria is, I just think, one of the hardest working people I've ever met. She comes to practice every day, goalkeeper, wasn't the most skilled keeper, you know, when she got here. And frankly, early in the season, was like, what are we going to do if something happens and we got to put her in? And at the end of the season, I had no doubts that we were going to be fine. She was making phenomenal saves. You know you improved tremendously, right? I mean, you were talking about everything. She's done a phenomenal job. Looking forward to playing next year. And I hope you have a great time. I think you will. Okay. Moving on to the older players. The next one is going to be Alex Gambala. Come on, man. No, I'm sorry. Sit back. Never mind. No, just. All right. I got a Daisy Cervantes. All right. So here we have Daisy. So she has a nickname. She's a honey badger. If you've seen the video, you know what we're talking about. She's tough. She see like, you know, this girly girl. She goes out on the soccer field and she turns into this animal. And you know, breaks people's noses, wins crunching tackles. I just think a phenomenal player, and I don't know that she never complains. But her knees are all jacked up, her ankles are all jacked up. She struggled to run during the season, and wasn't the person to sit there and go, I can't play. She would try to run through it, and I really respect her for that. And I'm really glad that we're part of her program. And she's looking to go, we'll see how things go. So that's it. Thanks. Okay, Brittany Dubin, come on down.
Sorry.
That's all right. All right, so Brittany, I think everybody knows who she is. She's been around. It's her second year here. One of the guys, sorry, I'll forget your name again, but he was saying that it reminds her of Alex Morgan from the national team, right? The way she runs, she's fast, she's creative, great dribble. This is a great compliment. But Brittany, the very first time I saw her, we're at practice 2 years ago, this little blonde hair thing comes walking across the parking lot, comes walking up, and you're like, who are you? I'm Brittany Dubin. I want to play. Well, are you any good? Yes. Are you, what position? Forward? Are you fast? I'm fast. And normally, that's not normal for females to say that, right? Yes, I'm fast. Oh, okay. And she is fast, and she's really good, and she ended up being our leading scorer. 2 years in a row, the leading scorer. Phenomenal player, and really helped make our program what it is and turn it around. So you got a great 2 seasons. Going to go off to
Idaho State.
Idaho State when?
The 14th of January I start school.
So 14th, so this is her kind of last thing here with us. She's going to be going out. So wish you the best of luck and skill and all that, and have a great time.
Thanks.
Represent it well. And also, she is a second team all-conference. Maria Lazaro is not here. Deanna Mata, small. Well, all right, so Salazar told me, he goes, there's this girl at Channel Island, she's not on the team in high school, but she's hard worker, she wants to play, you'll like her, trust me, you'll like her. And so she comes out, and I don't think Salazar's ever told me anything that was wrong about anything. He's right, I like her. And Jonas knows this about her. She's come out of this shell where she came here, you know, she'd come into my office, Coach, you know, can I ask you a question? You know, and now we have this meeting where the schools, the committee's meeting about are they going to fund programs or not, and who comes up and gives a speech? The Smalls. And it was a great speech, and it hit all the great points. And to see the person who was in my office a year and a half ago, you know, not able to talk and then do that is phenomenal, and that's what it's all about, I think. And so happy that you've been a part of the program. She's improved more than anybody I've ever seen. Continues to work hard, great attitude, everybody loves her, so thanks for being a part of her. All right. All right, Annie Lou. All right, so first thing that anybody noticed about Annie is that there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy wherever she is. And I think our first practice that she was at, if I ask all the girls, they'll say, you know, the very first thing I noticed is that I felt comfortable. And a lot of it has to do with Annie. She gets everybody involved. She's happy. She's friendly. She's giggly. You know, even poor Hector, you know, I know he had a good time. And she's a great soccer player. And she's gone through a lot more than I think, you know, a lot of us could probably imagine happening in our lives. And she's done a great job for us. And I'm really glad you're a part of it, and that I got to know you. And well, I keep seeing you around. So thanks for being here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go Emily Perez. What? Oh, not do that now? Oh, okay. So I'm not going to do that now. Okay. I got it. All right. So we're going a little different order. Confused me for a second. All right, so Emily is... so quiet. So here's the thing I noticed about Emily. She's quiet. She's got a great smile, a great personality. If Emily says something, you should listen to it because it's going to be important, right? Because she's not the person that just saying stuff that doesn't make any sense. For us, we started off, she played in the midfield, played her in different positions, played. All of a sudden, we put her at outside back, and it kind of turned our season around. She was phenomenal. She's never played there before. But here she is. She never looks like she's trying hard, which is a compliment, because when people don't look like they're trying hard, they make it look easy. That makes her good, right? And that's Emily. She's a very talented soccer player, very composed, strong, wins all the tackles. She had a phenomenal season for us. And I'm really glad you're a part of it. So thanks for being there. All right. Then Leanna Crenshaw. Here comes Leanna. What am I going to say about Leanna? She is, I think, she's one of those players that every team has to have. You have to have people that are willing to do the dirty work and not get a lot of recognition necessarily for it, but the thing the coaches notice. So I have a couple of visions. I do remember, like, at Santa Barbara, this game, you know, it's a battle, trying to tie it, it's 1-to-1, and Leanna is working sideline to sideline. Every time the ball would turn over, she's a defensive mid, she's up in the attack, and then sprinting back to get in balls with our center backs. It was phenomenal. But here's the thing, in practice, we keep track of who scores the goals. Leanna's like one of the leading scorers in practice, and I know she could have played as an attacking player and would have scored goals, but we needed you there, and I want to make sure you know that we noticed all those other things, which were a huge part of the team where you were, okay? She is, apparently, I've got to go see at some point, I'm going to go to one of her performances, a phenomenal singer, performer. She told me the other day, I'm assuming this is true, that your professor thinks you should try to go to Juilliard or someplace like that, is that right? That's a big time music school, so I think all of us, if you get the chance, you might want to see Leanna perform. You know, Leanna was, do we have one of these? No.
Yes.
All conference, second team, or honorable mention for the conference, which is it's a big deal, so that's good. You have that on your resume. Good job. All right, Lulu. So we have Lulu, who I think is a phenomenal soccer player. She is a phenomenal soccer player. Skillful, fast, hardworking, great attitude, does whatever, you know. Yeah, she knows that. Yeah, that's me, yeah. You know, is I think a great teammate, will tell people to do things at the right way, at the right time. Doesn't take things, you know, she's not like a selfish person. It's all about her at all. She just is always trying to do the right thing. Really love to have her on the team, being a part of it. Again, I'm not sure if she knows how good she is, but she's phenomenal with her. And want you to be going to school someplace else and play. It's my opinion, right? So she was honorable mention, all conference, which is a big deal. We've got to tell schools that when you apply. Okay? All right, great job. All right, Megan Williams. Who happened to Tom?
Alex.
Oh, Alex. Come on, Megan. All right, so Megan is, you know, first of all, I don't know if anybody's seen this picture where they're taking the pictures, Jonas is doing it, and Megan's got it, the hair's blowing in the thing, it's like she's a model. It's pretty funny. Here's Megan. But Megan was, as we were recruiting, one of the first players to commit. She just says, yes, I'm in. And just like smiley face, yeah, I'm playing, yep. And, you know, if it wasn't for her, I think the program would not have been as good. A lot of these players certainly wouldn't have been as good. She was a phenomenal player for us. She's strong, she's fast, she's deceptive, hardworking, she wins games, great personality. Big goals, right? BC, some other games she scored game-winning goals. Almost always smiling. If she's not smiling, something's wrong. Fun to be around. And so for us this year, she was our tied for leading scorer. First team all conference, that's a big time, right? And looking at going to play where? Wherever.
San Marcos.
San Marcos. We'll see, right? So great job. Love to have you. So, Alex, come on, now it's your turn. Sorry. All right, so Alex came, I think it was, I don't know, was it a year and a half ago, when the first time I met her father. I've got this daughter, she plays, she runs track, she's been doing D2 track for 3 years, she's real fast, great soccer player. I'm like, yeah, right. You know, how many times have I heard that? And she wants to play and doesn't come. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And then the next year, she wants to play, she's in for sure. I meet her, she comes down, and she was phenomenal. You were phenomenal and really helped us. She is fast. Ran track at Fresno State for 3 years, right? So she's had 3 years of Division I schooling, athletic training, very mature, has the right attitude, is infectious with the other players. Really was phenomenal for us in terms of leadership, for her soccer abilities. But the thing I'm going to remember the most is your celebration after school. And it was like the happiest. It was like watching a 5-year-old score a goal. And she was so happy. It was great. She's going to be going off. Miguel Hills is still with that. So she has 1 more year with us, but she's going to go there. And I think it's a great choice. I wish you all the best there, and you're going to represent us very well. So, and she is also a first-team all Western State Scotland. So do those now or wait till later? All those? That's it. That's everybody.
Yeah. All right, so can Emily, Alex stay up here? Lulu, come on up. Smalls, Leanna, and Megan, come on up. Y'all just stand right over there. All right, so we have, these are the awards, like the MVP, most inspirational, and then a couple of coaches awards. So we're going to go with the coaches awards first, and this is always tough because I think I would personally love to have everybody get an award, but we don't get to do that. I guess track gets to do that, but we don't. Is that?
T-ball and track.
T-ball and track, okay. But anyhow, so this is coaches awards. Goes to Leanna. Hardworking, always, like I said, does things that, may not be what you want, but she does it because the team needs it to. And that we have to have that. So great job. All right, and then we have the Condor Award, and this again is kind of a person that, may not talk a whole lot, doesn't get noticed for a lot of things, it just works, and that is Emily Perez. Okay. So, we have 2 people got this. There was a tie, and when the girls voted for these things, it's always interesting how everybody votes. And I kind of like the fact that there was a tie. A lot of people, could have got either way, but most inspirational are Diana Mata and Lou Saldana. There you go. All right, so the next one is defensive MVP, and it was down between 2 people, but Alex won the award. I think she was phenomenal this year, so defensive MVP. And the offensive MVP, again, it was very close, but Megan, teammates, what did you have? And that's it.
Yay.
All right. Thank you. All right. There's plenty of sweet food back there. Help yourselves. We're gonna get started with the men. The WSC champion, man. We've got, I believe, 6 sophomores that are going to be moving on and making us proud, graduating and matriculating and doing all the stuff that is important to me. Obviously, winning the conference championship was a big deal, but more importantly for me is if they graduate, they get their degrees, and that's what we're all about here. I'm going to introduce the Western State Conference Coach of the Year, and that's Coach Ross Green. Whoa.